Oh, and Annie. She's, yeah. Of course, she's old, she's little. Down in Denver again, as you can tell. And you know what? It's been cold. The snow is sticking around for a long time. Oh.
Well, good morning, Brad. Good to have you back
morning.
down here at the home studio down here in Aurora, Colorado.
Aurora, Colorado, yeah.
Let's start the show off with something fun that I got in the mail.
Okay.
It's kind of a what's in the box kind of thing. So let me get this for you here.
I'm like a little kid at Christmas. I'm looking. What is it? Where is it?
Here it is. So let's do an unboxing review.
All right. Unbox and review. So let's see. I don't know. That's probably the way it came.
I'm interested in this too. So let's see what we got going on.
And you know what? It's sunny enough.
It's downright warm out.
And you know what? I've been working on my young guy figure. So you'll notice there isn't a whole lot left where it used to be. So anyway, and it's not easy.
Well, you look a whole lot more like yourself right now than you did a little while ago.
Okay. All right, so we're not going to start with that, I don't think. So let's see. It's really light, so it can't be too much. Okay, and let's see this way. Well, that looks like a window breaker. That looks like a cap where maybe this screws on. So let's see. It's aluminum. All right, and I'll bet, I'm just betting, this is some kind of a spike, maybe, out that. Oh, it's actually a little katana, that's actually really cool. The only thing I wouldn't like about it is it's really slick handle, super slick. So anyway, you got your Tonto blade, which is hard for a lot of people to sharpen because on a whetstone, you have to do this, and then you have to come up here and do that, where with my sharpeners, just slide it out and drop it right off. So it would look, I'll get into it in just a second. It would look like, because it's with me. I've got the other keys. Oh my God, no. Can you imagine my key ring without, I'll bet I'm naked. I am. I'm embarrassed. Anyway, wow.
Let's go to the old.
Yeah, let's just go to the old doctor's bag here, so to speak. And we're gonna get this little guy out because that's the one I would usually have with me. So I would go along like this. We're gonna do a paper test first. We ad-lib everything.
Our first video of the morning. Just getting going.
You know. And of course the Denver magazine, you would have the Chicago or whatever. Magazine, we're gonna tear it in half or close to it. And we go up here to the corner. Come up here by your finger, head almost straight down your finger, but up a little bit, because if you go up a little bit, you're pulling up on the paper. If you have a sharp knife, you can go down in ooh, that caught, and it actually,
Factory fresh.
like that, and like this, clear out. There.
Wow.
So that's actually really good. But if you are going to sharpen it, match the bevel. Okay. Turn it a little bit so it looks kind of like that right there. Looks like this on your side. Notice I'm way down. Up like this would be wrong. Way down there is right. Let it turn a little bit. And I always take this off because to me that is nothing but a nuisance. It's just hard to hang on to, believe it or not. It gets in your way. So throw it in the garbage, put the sharpener in your pocket where it probably belongs, and run along. Yeah, see, that's just I'm gonna put it on my finger.
Rip it off, take it off.
Yeah, so just like this. And I can see it. I can actually see a tiny little nick thing right there because I can see the shine from the sun right at the end of my fingernail. Right down there, there's something. I don't know exactly what it is, but there is something. So we just do this, go right on out like this. Same thing here. if I'm sharpening normally, I would set down. I use my leg a lot. I just run along like this. Hi, Ridgely. Just like this, drag it back to me. Now it's a little bit more like a machine working on it, just like that. And do the same thing this side, right on. See, if I start here and go out, I don't have to adjust anything because the cutting edge of my sharpener will adhere to the cutting edge of the blade. It comes up, drops, and goes right on down, and it's always at the same bevel on the blade. If I do this slow, it just goes out, goes right around that point, right on down. I can work on it like this, out there, like that. I may not be able to duplicate, in fact, it's really hard to duplicate factory edge, and here's why. Factory edge is always ground 90 degrees to the blade, so you have a belt sander, and they come up here and they run along there, tip it up, and go across here. So the little microscopic toothy edge is always 90 degrees to the blade. And when I say microscopic, I mean it is so incredibly thin. It might only be 1/1000th of an inch thick at the apex of cutting edge. So because I slide along sideways, I take that little tiny microscopic toothy edge that the factory left on it that makes it look so damn sharp. And that sharp only means one thing to me. As you start using that knife, you're actually going to take the little tiny microscopic edge off because it's too thin, and you're going to end up with a little bit duller knife pretty soon. But if you just like bragging rights, you just like carrying around a sharp knife, you just like showing other people how sharp your knife is, and you never brag about the longevity of the cutting edge, okay, because of the wear on the edge and stuff like that, and impact and a lot of stuff. If you just want to carry a sharp knife to impress people, then have at it. I would never make a knife that sharp for me personally if I'm going to take it out and use it, because it's too thin, it won't hold. Okay, I don't think I did any, bent the paper. It is just a little bit off, and partly because I sort of deliberately changed the angle. I like tough edges. I don't want micro. If you're gonna cut on yourself, if you have to dig out a really bad sliver sticker or something, then you might have an edge that thin and that sharp. But for me, above 10 degrees, probably above 12, but about around 12 is what I really like. That way it's kind of sharp, but it still has a little thickness to it. This is hollow ground, and then your secondary bevel. And man, I mean to tell you, that thing is so incredibly thin out at the apex, and that's part of the reason it cut like it did. But it would not be a tough, that would mainly be a flesh cutter. And once you take the little burr off, you're right back. Oop, out. There. Anyway, it's pretty cool. I don't think the handle unscrews. I think that's it. It does have, oh, I forgot. We can make the knife longer.
Oh.
Like this.
Well, how about that?
Okay, so that's really pretty cool. You know, for poking the hot dogs off the fire. It's more impressive as far as a self-defense weapon. The smaller the knife or the blade or the tool that you're using to defend yourself, the less intimidating it is. You know, your handle, because if you really were a fighter, you would learn how to use the pommel, the handle back here for breaking ribs and cheekbones, eye bones, and hitting somebody right square in the guts, knock the wind out of them. There's a lot of stuff that you could actually do with the longer handle and everything. And of course, it does give you better balance. So it's really actually pretty cool. I can see people buying these at the gun show. Believe it or not, even 30, 40, 50-year-old guys buy the damnedest things you ever seen. And all they are, they're a symbol of destruction for humans. You know, like the gladiators, barbarian type, you know, blood, guts, and gore. And they hang them on the wall as, you know, just display item. But, you know, this would have a functionality to it. And it also, there's such a cavity there, and probably here, there is probably some chance that that thing would float. It might go down this way, but I think at least an inch or two would be out of the water. And let's say it's only half an inch. If it floats at all, if it's by the surface, it's my friend. If it's by the rocks and dirt and gravel, it's not my friend anymore. So that's pretty cool. You do have a lanyard, you know, there. So all in all, yeah, I'm going to give it a good A. Ingenuity, you know, usefulness of it, toughness, durability, aluminum, you know, and like I say, probably a glass breaker. Anything that's kind of pointed like that that's hard doesn't have to be hardened steel. If you have a window and you smack that window, I'll guarantee you it'll shatter. This is Brad Buckner, sharpensbest.com. Carry one of these in your pocket. Don't be like the idiot that just did the video. We'll talk to you later.
Hold on though, they're gonna want to know where to get that little piece right there, and we're out of we're out of stock in that right now.
Okay.
So tell them that they need to go online and put an in-stock request on, and they'll get it notified.
Yeah. So anyway, go online, go to sharpensbest.com, and you'll notice we have just had an absolute. Okay, let me tell you right quickly. We have had something kind of phenomenal just happen. We went in a month, 5 weeks. We went up 20,000 on our subscribers. We went. I was looking at it was creeping up, and it hit about 46, 47,000. And I thought, well, that's really cool because it was at 37,000. It's like, whoa, we're at 47,000, you know. And then I look a little later. I don't have an awful lot of time in my life to go to the website and cruise and look and snoop. I don't even know anymore. Probably pushing 5,000 videos. Is that right?
I would imagine. And our subscribers over 75,000 this morning.
Yeah, 75,000. So our subscribers went from 47,000 to 75,000 in, let's call it 6 weeks. I got a couple videos, 4 million a piece, so shorts. That just blew me away. So if you take even like a quarter of 1% of 4 million, whoof, that order, okay? And we're used to cruising along at a lower rate. Oh, he's a millionaire, you know, why does he care? I am not a millionaire. I'll guarantee you that. And I do really well, but anyway, so our sales just went boom. And I don't, well, I do too, because numbers. If you just take a very tiny percent of 4 million views, you're going to have a lot. And then I kind of got caught low on stock because this happened, and we usually cruise right on through. Then we have Chinese New Year. We have the ones that are made in North Carolina. So that's American. I can deal with that easier. But the carbides still have to come from China because a long time ago, the Chinese got smart and said, okay, let's buy up all the carbide, or let's buy up all the tungsten. I don't know which it was, but they did. So you can't have tungsten carbide tools, and that's what this is, a cutting tool for lathes and milling machines and stuff like that. And if you want to see how deep the carbide, come right on around like this, yep, in the sun.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's how deep the carbide goes into the plastic. That's the first time I've ever really looked at that. I've seen them, I know what they are, and how big they are, but if you're not in the sun, you don't see the carbide. So anyway, right now we're experiencing some difficulties. We're going to run out of these. I don't get them until probably the 15th or 20th of February. So pre-order and wait. Be patient. Nobody ever gets screwed. We give more product to fix problems than anybody you can imagine. Nobody, after what, 9 years I think we've been doing this, nobody can contact or come back on the videos and say, yeah, I got screwed out of this or that, I ordered this, I didn't get it, I never did get it, and they put me off, you know. If you see the phone calls that I take on my personal cell phone, 425-444-7505, please don't just irritate me. If you have a real problem, call me. I'm very busy. I do forget things. Things get, like I told a guy yesterday on the phone that's from Pennsylvania, and one guy from Washington State, I said it this way: once in a while I drop the ball and I accidentally kick it under the couch and I forget about it. But please, like once a week or something, bug me and it'll get taken care of. So pre-order and pay for and wait until possibly like the 3rd, I don't know, I guess I'm going to push it out, the 1st of March. All right, where it's kind of that bad. So anyway, go and get these little pocketable poker chip round sharpeners. You know, they're approximately 1/8 of an inch, a little over 1/8 of an inch by 1 1/8 1/4 inch. They weigh less than an ounce, I'm sure. When you get them, throw this away and put it in your pocket and take it with you everywhere. This is Brad Buckner, sharpensbest.com. Hurry up this weekend and come out to Crown Plaza.
No.
No.
Arapahoe County. You're Crown Plaza?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is Arapahoe, or I mean, now I'm talking like you.
I don't know, we're not sure. TannerGunShow.com.
Yeah, TannerGunShow.com. I'm pretty sure it's the Crown Plaza, and that would be at Chandler, right?
Chambers.
And I-70, okay? And that would be east of Denver on 70 at Chambers on the north side of the freeway.
And then the other Tanner Gun Show is just east E470 on Quincy.
Yep. And that would be the Arapahoe County Fairgrounds.
Well, we'll see you there, Brad.
Yep. All right. Take care. We'll see you later.